What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Jad here from Poopa Plow playing some more Satisfactory. Let's get to it. I have no comment for you, Jacob. We'll just leave it at that. All right, we're back in Satisfactory, and we got some forward progress to make a little bit today. We got a few milestones to work on. So the first one we're gonna do is gonna be our jetpack. Except for we're not, because I don't have enough motors on me. Stand by. I'll be honest, I thought I had enough motors on me. I do not have enough motors, so we'll go get more. It's okay, I know where they are. Sand. Can the Alice manage the cultivator? No, that's 995 territory. And actually, so the Alice only has 18 horsepower. But you know, it's old horsepower. It's getting big old cylinders. But 18 horsepower. And we did actually do some plowing yesterday, which I do have a small video of plowing, but we were having some difficulties. And I think the difficulty we were having with the plow is that the ground we were trying to plow was like concrete. It was terrible. So, all right, milestone for the hover pack is complete. Let's go.
Milestone reached. The hover pack draws energy from nearby power connections, and so can only be used in their vicinity. It provides an excellent vantage point of your work, which you clearly need. Otherwise, you would have optimized that obvious problem by now.
You know, she's not wrong. She's not wrong at all. I would have optimized that by now, yeah. Big Al's going on, man. So anyway, the cultivator, the 995 is 65 horsepower, and I was using all of it. The diff lock, I was using all of it yesterday. That ground was so... That ground, we decided yesterday that ground hasn't been worked in like 2.5 years. Wasn't that supposed to be Friday? No. Well, possibly, but the firefighting DLC didn't come out today, Jacob. So that's why I'm able to do the hover packs. We're able to play this now. But yeah. Yeah, the firefighting DLC comes out tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna stream twice tomorrow for the record. Do a bonus tomorrow night. So Jacob, here's what happened, man. I worked my tail off on Friday, and I had the wrong milestone selected. And then I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I just need to like go eat dinner. It was like 11 o'clock, and I didn't worry about it. By the time I figured it out, it was like 11 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm just going. I'm done. So. You didn't think the horsepower on the 995 was that high? Really, Big Al? Yeah, it's like 65. So we can do this milestone right away. I think we can get Mark 5 stuff, and then actually we could do that one right away, and then we can get that to get drones. See, I had drones selected the other day is what it was. So I messed up. So the only thing is I don't have 200 of that aluminum on me, so I will have to run out yonder to get aluminum. But yeah, I was using all of the horsepower yesterday on the 995. I was in second gear, so I mean, I could have dropped actually some of it. I did do in first gear because the ground was just, I mean, concrete. So yeah, some of it I literally had to do in first gear and just, I mean, creeping along. So, all right, I'm just going to puke some of this stuff in here real fast. And then what I really need to accomplish is I've got to sort my train. Okay. I wanted to do this off stream. But to be honest, I haven't played this since Friday. I was trying to be nice to myself and not play Satisfactory like all night, you know, Saturday and Sunday, and last night I couldn't hardly stay awake. So we need to sort the train. Right now the train is very in disarray. The first like few cars anyway, because the first few cars, obviously I have it set up so they can fill automatically. So let's just empty the first few cars. And really we don't need to like get rid of all this stuff, but we just need to like, yeah, see, concrete should be in here, not beams. Beams should be in here, but then there's pipe. So it's like it's all common stuff. So that's why I have this here. This is where stuff goes to get cuked, basically. All the common stuff. But it's okay. It's all good. Admiral, what's up? Drone, no fun. Just a little bit, Jacob. Just a little bit. That's supposed to be pipe, and then this one, I'm actually gonna leave the copper in there probably, and then after that, I fill these manually. So I probably need to add a car. In fact, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add a car, and it's gonna be the aluminium car. Of course, I don't have the stuff on me now, so. All right, add a car. And then that could be for aluminium. So. Also known as aluminum.
Jacob 2348 cheered Dex 100 aluminium.
Exactly. Alu. I can't believe you. Aluminium. Put a cloud. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Well, that's a great idea, to be honest. Because, yeah, tier 5 belts are going to require... what do they require? Actually, well, hang on. I can tell you in just a second. Oh, wait. I got to go get aluminum, right? Yeah. I got enough for that. Okay. I ain't got anything for that, actually, now. I got rid of all of it. The other thing I want to do is I've got some slugs on me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to one. We'll just take lunch. I have some slugs on me. I want to go ahead and build a thing and dupe those too, because why not? So I'd like to get that done today at some point, but that's just easy. I'll just make one, you know, put sleeps in it, be done with it. So it's not a big deal. But no, putting the aluminum in, that makes a lot of sense. Aluminum to the cloud. I need 400, not, you know, not all that. And then we'll go for an aluminium run. What does it take to build one of them? Their thingy doofers. That I don't know. Plus, do I even have... Okay. Mercer Sphere, fear, not fear. Okay, I can do that, and I can, yeah, okay. Okay. Just need some plate. Just need some plate. Although, if you recall from the other day, I don't think I can make, that was the aluminum ingots. I don't know. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the aluminum, to be honest. I gotta figure that out tonight. But yeah. Here, we'll just make a few more of them bad boys right there. And then we'll have them. So yeah. And we'll go out to aluminum. Craziest material / metal in the game. I think metal kind of stops with aluminum, right? I might have a cheat sheet open over here. I don't know. I think metal kind of stops with aluminum. I could be wrong in saying that. But yeah. As far as like product though, Big Al, I mean, it's dude, there's so much. There's so much. Yeah. And then like some of the alien stuff gets kind of crazy. Nuclear pasta is a thing. Rocket fuel is a thing. Fuel rods, like all kinds of nuclear stuff. I got my cheat sheet over there in case y'all can't tell. Uranium, Big Al, is the thing. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to this game that I have not gotten to yet. So yeah. Ionic fuel? I don't even know what that is. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff. I gotta turn that down here, don't I? I always turn Satisfactory down just a smidge, like from where I run Farm Sim. Splunny, what's up, man? Not much. What's up with you? The faster the belts, the more I need. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I need to get back to working. Now that I have aluminum, I guess I go back to working on my oil refinery. Why did I need aluminum for that? Because I wanted the hover pack. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I wanted the hover pack. And I have my hover pack. I haven't used it yet. You got the job with the farmer. You're going to be driving grain cart. Heck yeah, dog. GG's. That's pretty awesome. All right, I think I'm just going to leave my train out here. I'm not going to, like, take the time to drive around. Kind of laggy up in this part of the map, y'all. I can't imagine why. All right, let's run over here. So the problem right now is, one, my excess water is just being put into a tank here, which appears to be full. So that's a problem, which I know that's a problem. I'm going to work on that. I have a plan for that. Okay. And then the other problem is I don't have copper ingots here to make the rest of the stuff, right? It's over here. Okay, because like I'm making the little trays, but as far as like this, making copies, yeah. So this is what I need to mass produce, right? Which means I need a bunch of copper ingots. Cam. I got you. Trent, what's going on, man? GG's. This is the part I need to mass produce, though. Because if we go in here and we look at this, well, I don't have it yet. Never mind. So what I need to decide is, how am I going to go about that? Because I don't have copper ingots here, right? I do have copper ingots over there. Well, I don't. I will. I think I might take this, or not that, but like just transport that to the iron. What is that? Aluminum ingot? I feel like I should probably just take that over to the factory where I'm going to be building like wire and steel beams and like all that stuff, right? Yeah. Dark matter. Yeah, all that stuff's crazy, Jacob. That's some of the stuff that comes out of the all of the thing you do first, the particle accelerators and crap, right? The electric hogs is what those are. Those things are so bad, dude. Yeah, they take so much electricity. All right, so I can't put a thing here to upload the stuff because I'm not making the stuff. So what I need to do is take the ingots from here, the aluminum ingots, over to this other factory is what I'm thinking. And then I can get copper from there, I think. For tier 6 is easier. Oh, dang. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I may not use tier 5 belts right now, to be honest. Since none of my factories are actually functional, if I do need anything on a belt, it doesn't need to be super fast right now. But I'm just gonna complete a milestone to complete a milestone, you know? Yeah, no, power is my focus tonight. I just wanted to do this to do this. It's just a milestone. That's all. I just wanted to do it, but I'm gonna go work on power tonight, yes. Yes, I will. Because without power, I can't turn any of my factories on. So... actually, the aluminum factory is the only one that's kind of running. It's only going to run until that water gets full and then it's done. So... yeah, no. Power is definitely my focus. Hover pack was my focus. Hocus pocus. Was my focus on Friday, but now that I have hover pack, we're back to power. But I'm saying for future, I think I'll expand this factory because right now there's not another place to put a train. And I'll just steal copper ingots out of this factory. I'll just add on to the side here. Steal copper, and then I can make the one, like the aluminum tray thing. So I might need to add on to that train going up yonder too. I've got one open slot on that train right now, but I think I'm going to have 2 aluminum products, right? We're going to have the trays and the plates. I believe we'll need to go to the desert factory. So we can add on to that. That's fine. And then that's probably the only thing we'll actually add on to that factory. Probably won't add anything else to that factory. At least that would be low. So. But again, just to complete another milestone, because we have all the stuff, we're going to do this real fast. So why not? That's basically what it is. Hooray! Hooray!
Milestone reached. Fixit dedicated this milestone to the conveyor belt and lift Mark 5. They may be implying that your factory could be further optimized. While they are correct, I believe they are setting unreasonable expectations. Having all of humanity very definitely relying on your work is a lot of pressure. It's a good thing I'm here.
Thanks, Ada. You're the best. All right, so here's the thing with the hover pack for those of you that have not seen it. I can just hover. As long as my little spinny wheel in the bottom left, as long as that white part has any life to it, I can hover. That means I'm close enough to electricity. So you can actually go quite a way, and it's really nice because you can get a good top-down view of whatever you're building. And it's, I forget how to, there we go. Hit C to go down, that's right. But it's really, really nice. Now, the thing is, if you're going to use like one of the cannons and launch yourself, you definitely want to make sure that you have your jetpack on before you do that. Unless wherever you're landing has electricity. But otherwise, you want to make sure that you're landing. It's a whole thing. Don't ask me how I know, because I've only done it a few times. All right, so Mark 5 conveyor belts can move 780 objects a minute, which is smoking. John goes splat. John has gone splat before, yes. So 780 a minute, which is yay fast. That is real fast. So only a few, yeah, just a few. All right, so we're gonna go build a whole bunch of refineries. And let's see. So we have there's some copper on the train. Pipes are on the train, encapsulated beams are on the train. We should probably go grab some motors. I'm gonna dump this aluminum in the back car because that's the aluminum car for now. I'll grab a bunch of motors, and then I should probably grab a little bit more copper, to be honest. Because we're gonna need a ton of everything to accomplish that. So let's grab some more beams here real quick, and we can just take a whole bunch of crap with us. Get the cannon that shoots you past world high. I think, yeah, that's fun actually, Jacob. Yeah, I have done, well, yeah, I've done that before. I didn't build it, Left built it, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's actually an achievement, is it not? I think it's an achievement. What? Okay. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna put a bunch of motors. There's already some motors in another car, but we're just gonna fill up with motors because, you know, we're about to build a bunch of refineries. Like a bunch. Like we'll run through the math again, but it's actually, I need to go do the math again, don't I? Crap, I gotta go back to the oil fields. Out here in the fields, isn't it? It's like 2,000. Hold on, is it still in my calculator? It's not my calculator. I've closed my calculator since the other day. Dang it. I guess we have to go back out to the oil and figure out how much oil we're moving before we can go out to the refinery and figure out what we're gonna build. I don't remember the number, unless anybody knows what that area will get you slooped out, or not slooped out, power sharded out. If somebody knows, that'd be handy. If not, that's fine. I can go out there real quick. We can go drive the train some more. I'm okay with that. Especially after today, seeing the big boy. I'm all right with that. Although a steam engine in this game would be way cooler. I mean, think about it. You got coal, you got water. Just saying. You got coal and you got water. Do I have sulfur and coal? Coal won't be hard to get. I don't know where sulfur is. I'm not there yet. I don't have turbo fuel yet. Right now we're gonna try to get a what am I going for? I have a diluted packaged fuel recipe, I believe, is what I would like to try to do. Sulfur, I mean, anything can be brought in via train later, you know? It's not a big deal. There's a mod for that. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Or we could just take a nice, pleasant train ride and go figure out how much oil we're bringing in. I want to say it's like 2,000 and some change, but I forget. I haven't had that. No, I did the math on it, I think, on Friday, so it's been a couple days. We'll blame the heat from yesterday, okay? It was hot, let me tell you. I mean, today's actually hotter, but it wasn't out in the heat as much today. Tomorrow's going to be even hotter here until we get hit with the front and thunderstorms tomorrow night. So. You betcha. I think my computer needs to be restarted. This game's kind of jittery. I never did. I said Saturday I was going to restart. I never did. But it's all right. Well, see the problem. Well. The problem is there's a sixth one that I didn't know about. So we have all six wells and 6 buffers and 6 three cars of train stuff. So I probably shouldn't bring my train down here, to be honest. Probably shouldn't bring my train down here right now, but I could always throw another engine on and get out of this eventually. You did your Windows update and restarted yesterday? Yeah. All my computers have been griping about a Windows update again, and I just haven't done it. So maybe one of these days I'll do another one. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, chat. I was smart enough to put it up there. I don't know if that's actually an accurate number, though. Let's, I think that might be, I don't remember. Let's just go punch in the math and we'll do it right and be done with it, you know? 600, and this is gonna be 600. That's 300. Oh, see, I'm glad I'm doing it right, you know. Okay, and then so this is the one that I missed the other day somehow. I totally missed this one right here. I have no idea how or why or I don't know how I missed it, but I sure did. 150. I think that is an accurate number, actually. And that's why I put it there, so I didn't have to do the math again. But I forgot I put it there. Did I pipe? No. Oh, best I have not. 600, and then I believe this one is also going to be a 600, right? Okay. Okay, so 2,550. Is that what that thing said on the train station? 2,550. That says 850. It's 550. It's not 850. Maybe I was being dyslexic that day or something, which is possible. All right. All right. Now let's see if we can get out of here, chat. Sanford and Son. This is your number. Well, if I just paid attention to basically my note I left myself, you know. I mean, gosh. Oh, the Autobot would get you. I got you. Well, sometimes that's okay because I see it. Yeah. Chad, I'm not going to make it out of here. We're going to have to seesaw to get out of here. Remember, I took away the engine and I added two cars worth of stuff, so. Oh, hey, dummy. Oh. Gotcha. All right, so here's what we have to do. We're going to have to seesaw to get out of here. I've done this before here. So we're going to have to back up, go super, super fast. and basically use the momentum from going down the helix to go back up the helix. And I think we'll be okay. So if we just go backwards a little bit, honestly, if I can back out right here, I'll just go backwards. That's fine. I just got to get back to the line. That's all. The main line. I don't care after that. So we'll try this. If this doesn't work, then we'll go full speed ahead and should be able to get out of it then. But I'm still going 50, so it should be okay. Or we'll just throw another engine on and be done. But that's all right. No, we got it this time. We're going way faster. If I would have backed up from the start, I would have been fine. Backed up and then pulled forward. We would have got out too. So we're good. I don't think you could make that show today, Jacob, could you? I don't think that would. I don't remember really watching much of it, but I've seen a little bit. And yeah, I don't think a lot of shows from back in the day you couldn't make today. Like you couldn't make that 70s show the same today. Yeah, there's a lot of shows you couldn't make today. But yeah. Right or wrong, I'm not saying either way, but a lot of those shows you couldn't make today. Could not make today. Alright, so we made it out. Alright, we are off to... I don't want to call it the power plant because it's not going to be a power plant. We're off to the refinery is where we're going, so. It was... Yeah. Yes, sir. Like I said, I've never really seen the show. I've heard things. Oh boy, this hill kind of sucks too. I forgot this is like this is steeper than the helix. Heli, I believe. Yeah, this is definitely steeper. This is the steepest hill on the whole train network right here. But we got it, I think. Or maybe actually I don't have it. Ah, crappers. Richard Pryor would get canceled? Yeah, he probably would. All right. I mean, we could just go backwards the whole way there. That's fine. It'll get us where we need to go. I'm not worried about that, actually. It's funny. I'm actually hitting reverse, but it's throwing the brake on. Because I guess it needs to like reset the train.
What in reverse here?
I didn't have a choice, Draco. It won't shift into reverse though, is the problem. Thanks to the bits though. It legit won't. If I hit S, it throws the brake, so I'm just coasting. We are simply coasting our way back. So this is me hitting S right now. It has to like reset. We'll just hit spacebar and get it done with. All right, there we go. Now we can start moving backwards. That was kind of odd, but it's okay. It's all good. All I know, Chad, is I need the sun to go down here like soon. It is not cool. Not cool in here. Not cool outside. Hold on. This whole thing. I see something shiny. Hooray. By the way, I went to open one of these the other day and I didn't have the material that I needed. But I cleaned up all the stuff like this and I got all the material I needed to open it. It was pretty lit, to be honest. Oh, my. I don't have anybody to blame but myself either for that. Jeez. 81 Trent, really? Bro, it's so hot here. All right. And actually, I don't think it got as hot today as they were saying because of all the smoke. Yeah, because it was. Well, it looks clearer now, but like, yeah, this morning, man, we walked out of the house we left the house today at 8:40. Yeah, 8:40, and you could like maybe a mile of visibility, something like that. It was pretty gnarly. One of those two things, Jacob. Yeah, based on the location, that was like, yeah, that was one of those two things for sure. 100%. Oh, you know what? There was something else I wanted to do today, and I didn't do it. We'll do it when we get out of here, don't we? We can do it out here to the refinery. I think we're going to start, our focus is going to be to build a roundabout first, so that we can have train interaction with this, and then we'll go from there. Because we got to have a train line, of course. And we need to be connected to the top track and possibly the bottom track here, actually. We might need 2 roundabouts. Because the top track, I think, is going to bring the oil in. But to take the fuel to the power plant could be a bottom track situation because it's not going to be very far away. It's just going to be right up the way, so might just do that. That's funny. Oh, actually, we got one roundabout here. We just need to slap a second one on top real quick. And then we can have a double roundabout all the way across the sky. Well, if I was really good, I would make the roundabout bigger to make it interact better. I don't know about that. We'll see. Why do I have that on me? I don't want that. We just need to grab a little bit of gubbins. Never enough gubbins. That'd be good. That's enough gubbins for now. Although I can't really make... Can't make this roundabout bigger probably because then I'll get into this hill on this track and I don't really want to do that, because I was thinking if I made it bigger, then where the tracks would come in on, say, the top would actually be like next to the ones on the bottom, and then that would be a very easy just make a ramp down to the other track. But why don't we just because we do need top track access here. Okay, hang on. We have to have top track access. Maybe we make the top track just like a ramp down and go, and then we'll do something down there maybe later. So actually, let's not worry about track right now because we already got the bottom track roundabout in, so we're fine. Actually, I should, and then I can get my train over here, and I need my train to be able to build stuff because it has all my material on it. I didn't hear a woo-woo. Woo-woo, come on, like, what are you doing, bud? You're just... Kind of sad. Kind of sad. All right, get our hot bar to the right. Hot bar. And then, oh, I don't have my mouse on the right thing either. Okay. So if this is going to be oil in, I think we just go back here. And we probably build from this tower. Maybe from this tower. Probably from this one. All right, up. And actually, I was thinking when I do this, I really should not have my train here. But if I center that, then when I do that one, then it's easy to get a center for the next thing. Let's see. Do that. Do this. This needs to be number 2. I don't know what that blueprint was, so that's fine. Okay. Put that back. All right. So if we hit number 2, we can just shoot this down. We're going down. Yellow and timber. Is that the height we're at? Basically. Oh, it's not the right height though. Okay, so we'll build off this one that way then. An angles don't line up. All I need to do is do this, but then like hit that. Actually, I don't need to do that. Hold on. I need to get that right. Need to get that to line up roughly the same, which that might be it right there. It's close enough. We can make that work. It's not close at all. And the height's not right either. Dang it, Bobby. I wish you could rotate like after you place some, after you hit H. I don't know how to do that. Okay, that's close enough. We can work with that. There, I can work with that. That's good. This is good. And remember, I learned the other day about using concrete, and then the concrete, when I build with just the concrete like this instead of like the regular foundation, that means the concrete's coming out. It's basically why I'm doing this. Plus, the concrete's actually easier to build on because you can see your lines a lot better. So, for building a train track anyway. So, it's quite a noise. That's a way steeper ramp than I wanted, but this is a down ramp, so. Did I forget I have my hover pack already? Maybe. What kind of... I don't want this to be this steep. I thought I did 1 meter. Well, if I'm going to use my hover pack, I have to have electric, right? It's electric. Which the train tracks have electric, so. Yeah, bad excuse, I guess. Okay, maybe I forgot I have it, huh? Ow. Ow. Oh yeah, okay, this is good. All right. Let's redo this. There we go. Number 2. There we go. Now we should be cooking with gas. And then if we just run from here up. I'm just so used to using the jetpack. It's just, you know, it's going to take me a minute, okay? Definitely going to take a minute or two. That's not the right height, though, is it? Nope. Well, it is nice, though, having that hover back, isn't it? I gotta admit, it's nice. But yeah. Should I be offended, Jacob? I feel like I should be offended, but I don't know why. I don't know what you just said. Oh, yeah. Beautiful, Clark. Beautiful, Clark. I guess I could attach the bottom line, but I'm not going to, I don't think.
Trenton Zach just resubscribed for 100 months. 70 more hours till a skyscraper lifts off.
Yeah, Trent, I saw they changed the time. What happened to today? Finally, a reaction. Wow. Trent, thanks for the resub. Yeah, I saw that the net time had been changed. It is net time. I had to check and make sure which one it was. Okay, that is so much better. And then that's just going to be a little ramp down. And then that should be fine, I guess. Because if an oil train's coming, it could go up yonder, turn around, and come back. And that's fine. So at least for now, we'll leave it like that. They weren't ready and probably want more time to look over the entrance. I gotcha. Makes sense, I guess. Makes sense. I mean, rather it be right than, you know, yeah, not be right. All right, so now we can take our train down here at least. That was kind of the goal, by the way. I can't get my train out of here unless I back up, but that's all right for now. It's all good. And actually, I guess I could have just connected. You know what? I could just connect it to the roundabout down here. Because the train can jump from top track to bottom track right up there, so maybe we should just do that. It'd be a lot cleaner. It's fine for now. I just need to get my train down here. All right. Race home. Yeah, right. By the way, I don't know about anybody else, but I thought that turned out pretty nice. It's a little lopsided because you got the oil extractor there, but like, I think it's neat. I got a random bin and stuff I gotta clean up these days. Okay. All right, so here's what I'm thinking for this here layout, right? So we're gonna use our hover pack and go up. We're going up, and then, there's a whole song there somewhere. So here's what I'm thinking. Trains are going to come in, dip off to the right, which obviously I have more expansion room and I will need it probably. Trains will come in, dip to the right. Actually, probably not. Oil trains will come in and probably go straight and make a left. And I might make the oil trains elevated slightly so that we don't have to deal with any pumping issues. Although I'm probably not going to have to deal with that because I'm probably not going to elevate anything because I have this whole foundation and I can keep going south if I want, right? So we probably don't need to do that. So, okay, trains are going to come in. They're going to go to the right. I will have more room over here to the right for like sulfur eventually and coal eventually for making turbo fuel and whatever else we need eventually, right? And then it's just going to be a crap load of refineries. And then the trains are going to continue ahead and probably go around the back of this and then meet up with the track somewhere over there or loop around the entire thing and come back. But I kind of doubt that. So they'll probably just go over there somewhere and meet back up with the track, like over yonder. Don't change my mind now. This is the perfect time to change my mind. What are you talking about, Jacob? This is the perfect time to change my mind. It's a blank slate. I have nothing built. This is the time to change my mind. This is the perfect time to change my mind. To be honest. This is perfect. yeah. I'm not even 100% sold on what I'm gonna how I'm gonna refine yet. We gotta talk about that because I'm sure you guys will have opinions, and that's good. So that is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. I'm here for input. Oh yeah, you know when you forget you don't have your jetpack on. Can we get a hover pack that runs on fuel and kind of works like a jetpack? Like a jetpack with an idle? Is that possible? Jetpack with an idle. That'd be sick. No. This is gonna be pretty large, Pops, yeah. No, not. It's called, oh, slash fly, okay. No, Jacob, as far as the I can change my mind about anything I want to do, but it's still going to be on this foundation, right? I can change the layout or whatever. That part doesn't matter right now. This is like Bob Ross getting a new canvas right here, you know? And I can just do whatever I want. If I want to take the trains in the back, I could do that. Or if I wanted to take the trains and make the trains make a left turn and go right here, I can do anything right now. The sky is literally the sky's the limit. I could go and bring the trains in and make them go 50 meters in the air and then they drop their oil off there. Like I can do anything. That's the cool part. I mean, you know this. But I think I'm going to use this area for trains because there's enough distance here. And if we recall, we're only loading 3 oil cars. So we only need the capabilities for 3 oil cars. Now we might do 2 stations for that. I could do trains in the middle. Yeah, I can do anything. The plan is to leave all that, and then once I get this built, then that gets rebuilt. That's the plan, because I got to replace the power that I'm making there, and rubber and plastic and fuel, packaged fuel. I got to replace all that, and then I can, you know, once I get that all replaced, then I can remove all that and start over, and then turbocharge these oil extractors up and do it all over again, basically. That's basically what it is. So yeah. All right, beams. But yeah, no, it's sky's the limit, man. I'm here for this right now. I've got some basic ideas of what I want to do and how I want to accomplish whatever, but like in general, it's kind of open still. At the core of it, I know I'm going to need oil coming in here, and I'm going to need oil. And actually, I'm going to probably have, and I know this one sounds dumb, I think I'm going to have a train bring packaged water from aluminum to here and take some empty packages back the same train. I think I'm going to try to do that on the same train. Have like 1 car of each. So yeah, that's got to happen here too. Just got to turn left. I'm not playing NASCAR, Trent. He made a left turn. All right, so here's the first thing I want to do. I'm going to take a train station, and I want to leave it like way over here. This is going to be the first. Okay, so if we call this, I'm going to run a hover pack. If we call this like, you know, this, let's say this is going to be our like oil in. 1 of 2 maybe. I have watched Big Brother. I did not watch Dragons last night, though. Sadly. I've not watched any Dragons yet. So, yeah. Have not. I was going to watch it last night, and then I was falling asleep watching YouTube, and then I was going to watch it this afternoon. But to be honest, I'm still fried from being out in the sun all day yesterday. And getting up early this morning, too. And, you know, I had somewhere to be this morning, so I couldn't possibly sleep last night, so. Y'all know how that goes. Alright, so we want to put this, like, way down yonder. And leave room. I think I want to go to here. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 5 foundation. That's plenty. Okay, and then we put. I don't have any wire. Of course, I'm this far away and I don't have any wire. And this is why I've got to get a train track in here as fast as possible. It was a kiss fest. I told my dad what you said the other day, Jeff, about like you couldn't believe that they got into a showmance already, but then like he wouldn't say no. He just kind of looked at me. He just kind of looked at me and didn't really say anything. I thought it was funny. Oh, man. I was amused, so. You betcha. All right, we're just going to bring this in for right now to have a place to pull our train in here so we can have all of our material easier at hand. So. That's what we're going to do. And the feeds came back on after veto. That's Sean. Put a power grid under the foundation. Interesting. I guess, Sean. I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed with her, but it's okay. I'm always annoyed with her. Nothing new there. Good job. I love how you can just crash the train and it absolutely doesn't matter at all. It's pretty great. Oh, I needed wire, right? Too bad you can't put a sign on the side of a train car like what's in there. Like in this spot right here. I'm sure there's a mod for that too, but it'd be pretty cool. She can't go. True. Dude, that thing was crazy. I think I would have. Cute. This meeting isn't over yet. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, Jeff, when that was happening, my dad and I both were screaming at the TV. I need more room here, Chad. I'm gonna have to move that over one more notch. Dad and I were both screaming at the TV going, "Are you stupid? Are you stupid?" I did not understand that whole meeting thing when, yeah, that was very dumb. Although they have definitely, the line in the sand has definitely been drawn. And I think that's an understatement, to be honest. So, yeah. Definitely a bit of an understatement. But yeah, it's kind of wild, man. It just seemed like a really dumb thing to do, honestly. Confusing. Interesting. Yeah, I told Dad, I was like, oh, I guess he just drew the line in the sand. He goes, yeah, I think he used an excavator. I was like, yeah, I think so. I think the line has been drawn in the sand. All right, so we're gonna bring this line is gonna be over here because I need room for like pipes and stuff on this side. That's what I'm gonna do. So hopefully that'll connect like a so. Like a so, and then this line here to get out of here will be, oh, hello, lost our power, will be over here. And then this should connect there. I don't know if anybody else builds train stations like this, but I love this personally. I like building trains like this. Yeah. Might have made the worst game move for himself. Oh, that's funny. All right. That's too. How far back is that so I can make the track even? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back. Okay. We're just gonna use this as a placeholder. I'm not actually gonna use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we might use that eventually, but for now, it's a placeholder. Is that? That's 2 foundations back from there. Okay. Interesting. Not his, it was production. What? It's wild. All I know is my father, he keeps going on YouTube and he's been watching these videos that people are making about the live feeds and stuff. And so whenever anything's about to happen, he's like, I know what happens here. He's like, I know who's on the block. I know who won veto. I know this. I need that. I know that. It's like, bro, stop. Just let me watch it. Oh, man. After veto. But it's kind of funny. Kind of funny. All right, so that, oh my goodness. There's obviously future expansion here if need be. Obviously there's room here. I'm not gonna leave room here. I will be cramming more train stations in here. Eventually, obviously, but the first step is getting oil here. So. And that's what these two are gonna be used for. Although I think primarily just one of them right now. I think we're going to build the oil that we have coming in off the one, and then we'll have the other one for when we get more oil. There will be, of course, more. There will be more oil eventually, so. Yeah. Eventually. Yo, this hoverback building thing's kind of lit though. I'm kind of digging this right now. As long as I have train track or power of some kind, I kind of like it. All right, so if we bring our... Honestly, this track could probably go away, which would help things, although that track's in the way, kind of, if we use this one. But I like doing the trains like this. It increases throughput as far as I'm concerned. So let's just account that this train track is going to be here. Right? We definitely need buffers. The question is, how many buffers do y'all think we actually need? That's the real question here. Although, again, this train track doesn't need to be here. This one doesn't need to be here. But that one does. Maybe we just move that train track over here, and then we can make stuff all nice and even. I don't think I really care about any of them, Sean. They can kind of do whatever they want, you know? Yeah. Yeah, some buffers. Yeah, I need lots of buffers. I need lots of buffers. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know who I'm like rooting for in the house. I mean, I'd like to see Angela go away. The rest of them are kind of just whatever at this point. I don't know. I don't even know that I would say I have like a favorite in the house yet. That might be weird. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I could say I have a favorite. I don't know. It's too early. Yeah, I think so too. I kind of like the Devons guy, but I've never watched Survivor, so I've never seen him on Survivor, but he seems kind of good, you know. Watch Angela win HOH. She could have won that one the other night, honestly, I feel like. Last night. Or whatever it was. This track doesn't actually need to be here. That one does, yeah. Or let's leave this in here. And maybe this is where I park my work train when I come over here. You like D but not sure. Yeah, I kind of do too, but I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of interesting watching people that like Dad knows, because Dad's a huge like Survivor fan. So it's been kind of interesting like watching that, but like I don't have a clue, honestly. Right now. It's kind of like whoever. To me, I don't really care right now. But yeah. Don't really care. Oh man, I know that's bad, but it's okay. All right. I think they need to break the show match. I don't think production probably is cool with them, right? Okay, so 2,550 oil, chat. We have 3. Obviously we're not going to get that all here per minute, but we're going to build it for that, right? In theory. Need the ratings. We need to divide that, I guess, by 3, right? We could divide that by 6 because we have 2 per thing, but let's divide that by 3. So 850, that doesn't work. That math doesn't math. We're going to have to divide that by 6 because a Mark II pipe only does 600. right? So we're gonna take all six outputs out of a train. 2550, divide that by, not times it, divide that by 6. So 425 per pipe. That sounds doable, right? 425 per pipe. Okay. I kind of like that number. But does that math out over here? That's the problem. Oh, gosh. Yeah, he's annoying as far as I'm concerned, Sean. He's annoying. All right, so here's my problem, right? I'll be honest. I don't know what recipe to go with. Okay? I kind of think my ultimate goal is to get heavy oil residue and lots of it. So do I do the whole, like, make some plastic, make some rubber? I could just use this recipe, which that doesn't give me much heavy oil residue. That gives me a crap load of polymer resin. But that's probably not the best way to go, right? That's probably not the best way to go. I should probably do like the regular, because see, that takes 30 and gives me 20. If I do this recipe, that takes 60 and only gives me 20. So we're gonna have to do, and that takes 30 and only gives me 10. So actually, I don't know what the best way to go is, to be completely honest. I think it probably is make plastic and make rubber, and then use all the oil residue that we get off of that. Yeah, but I think the most we can get is to do, because that's 20. See, that's only 10 for 30. The math is way easier if we just do this. I'll be honest, because we only have to make. We don't have to change the recipes and stuff, you know. That's it. But yeah. I can always make another rubber and plastic factory. Well, the hope is to do it all here. The problem is if I go with this one, I don't think this is a good recipe though. Because we're taking 60 crude and it only gives us 20. So I feel like that's not a good recipe, right? It's a lot. And the rest goes for just fuel. See, I almost don't want to do that though. Well, that's the heavy. You're talking this recipe here, probably. Because I want to use this recipe, because this is a good recipe, I feel like. 30 heavy oil plus 60 water gives you 60 fuel. Packaged fuel. I think that's a good recipe. I like that one. So that's what I want to end up with. This is the end goal. So what if we just take that magic 425 number and we'll just work from there. Yeah. I don't know, Sean. Hopefully they launch it. Go with that. Yeah. Okay. So we just know that we have 6 of these to work with. If we do 6, we do what, 3 and 3? Although I feel like you use more plastic than rubber. So what if we go with 4 and 2 of that 425 number? that's probably the way to go. So we're going to do 425, 30. So basically, if we make 14 in a set here, that's where we're at. We're gonna make 14. We're gonna punch this in real quick for plastic. 14. We're just gonna put that on there so we know that that's. So we need 14. That's a set. That's one pipe coming from the train. Does that make sense to everybody? And we have 6. We have 6 sets of the 425 to work with off this one train, because we're gonna use all the output to get the yeah, dog, we got flow that we need here. So that's what it's gonna be. Okay, so somewhere, no, not 7. I said 6, Trent. 6, not 7. 6, not 7. So somewhere here, we're gonna have to put 6 fluid buffers in, and it's gonna have to be on this side of the track because there ain't no way to do it. We're not doing it over there. That ain't gonna happen. Or we get rid of the track, but that track's gonna be there, so we might as well just take into account that it's gonna be here. 7 buffers, bingo. What's his name? No, Trent, we're not doing 7 buffers. We're doing 6. And then technically we have... They're in the wrong spot. They're in the wrong spot. I think it needs to be right there. Right there, right there. Right there, right there. Let's go. 6, 7. How about that, Trent? Is that better? Above the... Like above the train station? I don't know about that. Should elevate the track. Oh, this track? Now, I could probably do that. Although this one might be the issue. But I could probably do that. Yeah, hold on. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? What's popping? I don't think 2 meters, 4 meters would be enough, right? I think 4 meters would probably be good. Something like this. I don't know if I'd be able to dive that track down like I want, though. From here to there. That might be the only issue with this. We'll work on it. We can also just stop the foundations here, obviously, for this track. Wait, that wasn't... No, that's not where that goes. Hold on. That goes back here. Oh, yeah, and then we get rid of... Well, at least this row of foundations, because they don't need to be there. Or we could build a track for our... we could build a tunnel for the trains. Oh, gosh. I'm going to have 2 buffers per station, because the math that we're working with here is going to require all 6 of the outputs from the train. Each one, in theory, would get 425, right? Obviously, it'll just flow to where it needs to flow, but the math we're going with is each one's going to get 425. And then, yeah, that's what we're working with here, okay? So that's kind of the plan right now.
It's a lot of meat. I like it.
Trent and Zach cheered X100.
Right.
We got flow.
Yeah, dog, we got flow. But that's the math that we're working with is 425. So each one will get 2. The problem is how do I put them all side by side? Obviously, the obvious answer is to do that. But that also elevates things, and I don't really like elevating things if I don't have to elevate things, you know? So there's that. But then to get 6 wide in here, it's also going to be a bit of an issue, although they don't line up once you get past the first one anyway, so. Which I'm not concerned about that because we can hide the little offset in the pipes underneath the track, so it's fine. Give me a second here though. If we take this out, and we have to take this out, although this is for later. Don't worry about this now. Don't worry about it now. That's a future us problem. Definitely a future us problem. Not a current problem kind of thing. Although honestly, it'd be easy just to elevate the whole track through here because it could make that really clean for running conveyor belts to this other one or whatever. I don't know what we're going to use like this train station for yet, but that could be a clean way to get stuff over here instead of having to go overhead as well. But for now, if we just like, you know, locks this in, right? And then box that in, and then box this all in, although we might have to take the foundations back out to make this work. Which is fine. But yeah, might have to do that. Then we can put them back in later. There, we made an elevated box out train line. Trent, thanks for the bits. Yeah. One, 3, 5. Oh, I see. Possibly. Maybe. Hang on. I gotta get more plastic, I believe I needed. Come on, I know there's plastic in this train. There it is. Oh, I have it somewhere. Well, the good thing about the way we're doing this is we'll be able to hide things inside this thingy over here, I guess. Again, we might have to I think I want this one to line up. We might have to kind of fudge things a little bit, but that's okay. We might have to delete the foundations. That's what we might have to do. I think it's like there, and then if we go to like there. That's totally not, it's not centered on that foundation. Okay. There. That should work. Hooray. Well, honestly, like doing like this would probably, realistically, where's the, there's, realistically, that wouldn't hurt anything, right? Kind of looks weird. Kind of runs right across the train track. But, like, it's not that high, right? But what I'm thinking about doing here is if we take this out for right now, here's what I'm thinking about, right? We go into here, we go into here. We put this on number 6. Okay, number 6. And then what we do is we come in here like this and we put, you know, like that, and like maybe another one here. Something like that. Because I can't really get them too high, like, without looking weird. And then we just continue that across. And then for this one, so this would connect there. Okay. And then that one kind of on the end, but like that's okay because we can just, you know, ka-chow this under there. And then who cares what it looks like in here because it's going to be hidden, you know? That's kind of my thought. I don't know. This is going to take a lot of space, but that's not that big of a deal. I guess it's there. Yeah, and then on this one, we probably... Okay, so we can still go to the right. For this one, we can do that the same way. Oh, yeah, there. Get out of there. Okay. Can't, like, do that and place it in the wall, right? I didn't think that. Okay. Actually, no, get rid of that. See, this one will go in line with that. In line with this. So we're basically hiding the ugly part. Is what we're doing. We're gonna hide it with a train track, apparently. And then we don't have to worry about any elevation, although to get all these pipes where they're gonna go, because again, there's gonna be 6 of them on the other side too, so to get them where they need to go might be a bit of a trick, but we'll figure it out. All in due time. Okie dokie. And then if we do the same thing back there, which that one is for future expansion, we're not plumbing that one tonight, but for future expansion might make sense. And then if we use the next one for bringing in like other stuff later, like sulfur, coal, whatever, later, do the same thing. That's gonna go straight inside that, yeah. But who cares? And then we just take a foundation and like pretend that the ugliness isn't even there. I guess, right? Hooray, there's no ugly. I don't see anything wrong with it. And actually, we could just make this track go to here and then get rid of that. Yeah, that would probably work too. Just move this one over. And get rid of this whole raised section here. And then eventually we'll do the same thing here. Oh. Except I didn't put my drain track anywhere that's useful. I guess. I don't quite like it, but little clippage going on, but that's not terrible. Okay, so we have our 6 buffers coming out of our train station here. Now, do we put double buffers on all of them? Like 2 tanks per? Really be able to like hold the oil? Probably should, right? Because, you know, this is going to be quite a train commute, so we might as well get a little tank farm going here, I guess. I don't know. Might as well. Just did not turn out the same. Just lock it on the wrong thing. And yes, okay. That's what I kind of thought. Lock it onto the other tank, not the correct one. And then actually, if we want, we go work on the rest of this train track real quick, or at least the temporary thing. And then we could get a train running, bringing us oil. That's probably not a bad idea, so we can start running, although we'll have to put in a crap load of, we'll have to go to signal it all, which is fine. We'll have to do that too. It's all got to get done at some point, right? It's all got to get done at some point. So, might as well do it now. Might as well. And at least for right now, I'm just going to run this literally around the edge of this foundation. I can always move it later. I can add on to it. I can put more stations in if need be. I can, whatever. So yeah. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. How's it going? What's poppin'? Let's see. 2, 3. We're going to go to here. Make a nice swoopy corner. Not so aggressive like I normally do. Usually pretty bad about making my corners way too aggressive on my train system. All right. So this needs to attach to the top track going south or right, as we're going to be going. At least for now. So yeah. Right. So we're just gonna literally go around this entire thing for now. It's gonna be quite a loop out here for the trains, but that's alright. Not a big deal. Pops went to the grocery store. You know that thing about you never see your neighbors carrying groceries? You know? It's kind of a thing, honestly. I don't think I ever see any of my neighbors carrying groceries. Never do. I have to go back to the train, y'all. Need some gubbins. Although I don't want to switch to the concrete only one mid like build here. So we'll just go back to the train real quick. betcha. Gotta love the temporary, how easy it is just to, you know, pull a train out of my pocket, zip where I need to go. I'm here for it. This platform's starting to look small already, chat. It's kind of bad. That's kind of bad. It's much like we're gonna need so much. 14 refineries on this first run alone is what we're aiming for here. So, guess you can't get rid of it while it's moving, huh? Interesting. Let's just take some concrete with us. And then we do need to... I know if it blows into my mouth.
Trenton Zach cheered X100. What about Momoa guy?
More guy? You know, Trent, I was looking through security camera footage last night, and I almost downloaded the clip of him driving by, and I almost snapped it to you at like 4 o'clock in the morning. But yeah. I'm right there. What's going on, man? How you doing tonight? What's poppin'? Hey, chat, you want to see a train crash? Want to see a train crash? I want to see a train crash. We're gonna do it. It's like really fast too. 117. You know, we got train crash. Hold on. Inbound. Such a mess, dude. Look at all the cars flying. And then all you do is hit E, and it magically puts it all back together. How convenient. Oh, but Sharon, I've never seen him carry groceries. No, he also doesn't live, like, super close to me. 1, 2... Wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3. He lives 4 houses up from me. So I don't ever like. I saw him yesterday. He was cleaning his driveway off. He actually just finished cutting his grass when we were coming home from the farm. I thought that was funny. I haven't told Dad. I was like, "Look, it's zero turn guy," and he's like, "What?" Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Zero turn guy. Actually, if we wanted to, we could make a very easy. We might do that in the future. We might, because we're gonna need this track to go that way eventually too. So we could very easily do that in the future. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, this is right in a curve too. This is gonna suck. I gotta get to the top track. Map maker painted all the... Oh, no. Is that new, what's that new map that I heard about? The Ohio, the farmlands, rural farmlands of Ohio or something? It has some wicked mud on it. I saw a TikTok video about it this morning or something. Gonna be a fun one. I think what I'm gonna do is just probably go straight and then I'll turn and then go up. I think that's the strat here, to be honest. Yeah. All right, you know what? Actually, the strat is to go up there and build down. That's actually the strat. Oh boy. Oh, on the gauge map, I gotcha. Like we're gonna go to this up right here, and we're gonna start from this one and build over, and then highway always go a couple. I like having my elevated track, then flat track, then it merges. Is what I like to do. So that barely gonna clear that. Barely gonna clear that bottom track. Oh goodness. That's okay though, because these foundations are temporary. They will cease to exist eventually. Might be a while, but they will go away eventually. How about them apples, huh? I mean, that's close enough for, what do they say? Close enough for government work, so. It's good enough for the feds. It's good enough for me. I guess. I don't know. Heck yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. We got flow. And then eventually we might go that way on the track too, and that way it'll connect it to the other direction going north. Out of here. That's a nice sweeping. Oh yeah. Actually, I don't like that because it's gonna be getting into that. Darn it. It's okay though, because this is the time to take the time and do it the way I want. So yeah. Before we get too far into this. That's not square though. Okay, hang on. Gonna change that up a little bit. Start here with it nice and square to the world. Up the hill a little bit. Then we'll go connect that to there, and then it'll figure itself out. And be good to go. Betcha. It is the same. Yes, it is. That'll work, because those foundations will come out eventually. Beautiful Clark. We're going to have to signal to make this work. We're going to have to signal everything from here to the train station and back, I guess. It's going to have to be a lot. Actually, no, because they are working. So maybe we don't actually have to signal as much as I was thinking. Let's try. Because if there's no other trains running down here, so it won't matter. This won't matter. As far as like it's gonna go and collide with trains or anything, it's not going to do that. So that's not a problem for us right now. 32. I'll name it someday. When that day is, I don't know, but I'll name it someday. All right, so that's gonna go get us oil, chat. Oh boy. No, there's nowhere for the oil. It's fine. We're getting there. We gotta get our train out of the way now because there's no signals over here, so. Put some in, but yeah, there's no signals coming into this or anything like that, so. That's all right. All right, let's get our train out of the way. Let's go. Right. Rookie. So I could have, Pops. I'm not planning on having to build this factory in anything more than a one-story configuration. If I was planning, if I had a smaller area, if I was planning on building a multi-story configuration, 1000% the trains would be the smart thing to have up in the air. And then you let gravity help you on the way down. But I'm not doing that. Oh crap, what I hit? Wait, did I not? I didn't connect that track back up, did I? That's right. I didn't connect this track back up to anything. Okay. But yeah, since I'm not planning on doing anything like that, I'm just basically not going to worry about that, right? So that's kind of the plan right now. Actually, let's make that let's get rid of that. Now I need to connect this other track, not that one. This one. But yeah, if I was gonna, anytime you can take advantage of having fluids run downhill, basically you might as well, right? But in this case, I'm not planning on making a multi-story thing, so it's not going to matter for this build. It is a good question though, Pops, honestly. It really is a good question. So, yeah. Yep. Now, if I want to make this someday and make it crazier and I'm out of foundation room over here, then yes, my option would be to elevate my train tracks, which obviously I can do. I mean, I have a thing for making helixes. So. Cause yeah, if in general, yeah, if you always want your fluids to run downhill, so you don't want to have to pump fluids uphill if you don't have to. So yeah. All right, put one here at the station, and then I always like to put one on the outbound of the station. So once that train starts to move, he can take the track. And then honestly, from there to there, we put one here for this track. Separate that off into its own. Okay, and then this train is fine. We just need to back it up. Need to get behind that signal. And then we're in front of the signal over there. So we're on our own separate little track here. And then oil guy is about to hit the helix, I believe, right? No, he's already gone. He's going up to desert right now. Okay. So he's pathfinding himself, and he's going all the way up to the desert, gonna hit the helix, come across the map, hit the roundabout, come down to us. Okay. There's not a lot of places for trains to turn around right now, so the efficiency of the train system is not good right now, which is fine. So found out this Swedish people. Interesting. All right, we definitely want to put those all on unload, by the way. All right, so we're back to refineries, by the way, now, chats. And we're going to be building in groups of... this is going to be 14 is what we're going to build. This is going to be 14, our first grouping here. 14, y'all. That's kind of crazy. By the way, big pro tip here: when you're trying to find stuff on a train and you don't know what car it is, just use the scan tool. It tells you what's on the train car. It's so much easier. Like in this case, it's aluminum. Then the other three things are what it takes to build the car. But like in this case, you know, there's a smorgasbord in there. So made by some Swedish fellers, huh? That's cool. I didn't realize that, to be honest. All right, we want lots of room here. I think. Lots of room. Because we're gonna, you know, we got to think long term here. There's a potential we get 6 pipes to come around this way, and we'll see how many refineries we can just put in one massive line here is kind of what I'm thinking. But I want lots of room. Honestly, because I have the room, I think we're gonna leave 3 foundations that way. And 3 that way, so that gives us 3 squares here, plus a smidge, 3 squares. 3 squares. That should be enough, honestly. So, 1. Technically, we can build 14.1666666, and then it ends with the 7. But we'll just do 14 here, which I already had my thing set for, so I can just go without counting. Which is awesome. For the record. Okay, so there's our first. Lord, and I did that wrong too, by the way. I should have selected my recipe. You know, getting this going is going to kill our power grid. Okay, I think this was for this, right? Yeah, 30 crude is gonna give us. Which the 10 is very low, but like I think that's the better. That's what we're gonna go with anyway. I should have set the first one and then did all the recipes with the next ones. All right, so chat, that's group number 1. We can have 6 groups total here. We're gonna have 6 groups. So if we come in here and we punch that back at 14, because we do need a ton of plastic, so I'm okay with making a gross amount of plastic, to be honest. Not to mention we are gonna need a bunch of plastic for containers. Now a lot of that we'll get back. We're gonna need a lot of plastic for containers too, so. Alright, let's go build another 14. So this will be group number 2. Oh boy. So we might run out of foundation. We can actually build more to the north and to the south though if we... I mean, there's a lot of room down here we can build this. This may end up being absolutely massive. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to put a little gap in here just so we can know our 14s. Our group of 14. Why not? Almost to the other end of the track already. All right, all these should be... Oh, no, I copied it thinking the recipe would copy. No, did it? Did I not have a recipe on here? How did I not get the recipe on these? I thought I did this already. Oh, okay. I guess I did. All right. All right. Oh, by the way, our first oil's here. Yeah, dog, we got flow. Yeah, dog. We got flow. Let's go. I'm here for that. I'm here for that, which means our oil refineries, or not refineries, our oil extractors should be running again. I'm assuming they'll be full before this dude gets back. Like, the buffers and everything will be full out there. Before Buddy gets back, I would assume. Okay, and our magic number here is 425. Which it's running higher than that, which it actually should run higher than that, which is fine. That's okay. The problem is going to be keeping enough trains rolling through here to actually keep up with this. So we may not build out 100% of this tonight, which is fine. Meaning our six, our group of six, you know, right now we're at 2 out of 6. So we definitely need to build more. But the problem I see is I'm not going to have enough room to build down here anymore. Another 14. So I guess we're going to go somewhere else and build 14. First, we're going to go back to the train and grab more stuff. Obviously. Obviously. More train. So the reason I went with 3, more cars would help, but the reason I went with 3 is it's kind of cramped down there where we're picking up the oil. So for instance, I think I could get like maybe 1 more car, but then it becomes like, well, how do you evenly distribute stuff? Which I mean, it's all possible, but more trains is probably more like the answer I'll go with. And right now, I mean, 1 train is like nowhere near enough as far as it has to run. And I'm aware of that. That's fine. We'll get more trains eventually. I just wanted to get 1 running just to see a train running. It's good for the morale, if you will, you know. It's good for the morale, if nothing else. So that's why I wanted to get at least a train going. All right, so maybe here we flip these. We could flip these. Hold on here. Can we flip these? Chat, I have so many calculators open right now. And it's not that I need all the calculators. It's that I want to remember numbers later. Since we're building such a big thing here, it would be nice to be able to have my calculators in a few minutes, you know? Okay. So that's... Yes, I did not do that right at all. I got to be able to use the calculator in the right way. That's the thing. Okay, and then... Okay, see, that doesn't work. So if I was going to do, so I've got 2 sets there. If I do 2 more sets, we're going to be making 1,120 rubber, or this is plastic, a minute. Which is more than the belts that we have, obviously. We can always do 2 belts would be 560 per belt, which our new belts will do more than that. So that's probably what we're going to end up with. So we'll end up with 2 plastic belts, moving a total of 1,120 plastic a minute out of here, which honestly is probably enough. I gotta get power set up in here real quick. That's probably enough, but never enough, right? It's not going to be a permanent power thing. I'm just trying to get this hooked up so I can use the power to hover. So yeah, that one doesn't have a recipe set on it. That also tells me what has recipe set on it. None of these have recipes on them? Oh my goodness. There, but at least now we can use these to, oh, I copied the blank recipe. And then we can just hover and spam the recipes. Hooray. There we go. All right. That's plenty of plastic. 560 plastics enough? I don't think it is.